Hello everyone. My apologies for a bit of a, cliffhanger last time. The play is over, a new pantomime is being rehearsed at the theater. I no longer feel hunger, thirst, or exhaustion. It's just time to put some ending onto the game. And then we will go back and we will play around, we will experiment. Anybody down here? No. Can I go down? No. I like how even though I don't experience thirst anymore, I still have to worry about my sprint bar. Time to turn off the lights. We'll just go around and talk to everybody. Everyone is still alive. There. God, I've been playing this game so intensively, I feel like I really know this place. Like, I know I said that a while ago, but now I really feel like I know this place. Yeah, but it's odd, we don't have to talk to Capella. Or maybe she's just not there anymore. So who did we end up saving? We did not save our father. We didn't save Aspity. We didn't save Notkin. We didn't save the younger Vlad Ogimsky. And we didn't save Peter Stamatin. And I think that was the one person they told us they needed us to save. Peter and Andrei Stamatin. We also knocked down the polyhedron, so I imagine that's going to be the worst issue. I can apparently still loot stuff, but I don't know. Maybe that's not the right thing to do. It's going to be tricky getting out of the habit of that. Where am I going? We'll go to our home first. Interesting. These are like all in random places. Like, what would be there? Maybe Grace? They don't make me go down there. There's no people. The entire city is deserted. Except for whatever events there are. Oh, it's our kids.
What's there about you to like? Nothing. So I don't. Nuh-uh.
Is this our new house? I guess. Do you like it? Can I choose a room? Go ahead. Be my guest. There's plenty of room for everyone.
Yup.
What's the plan now? I'm not sure, but we'll live. Will you teach me? I guess I'll have to teach someone if I want to leave this place in 10 years. Leave? Where am I going? I'm just kidding. Where would I go? I'm bound to the town now. You can't abandon us now. We need to fix the town. It's on its last legs. It won't survive without you. That's where you're wrong, kid. It will survive. That was the whole point. Perhaps it won't ever die. So, I know there's the obvious other ending where we don't attack the polyhedron and just let it and just sleep and to never deliver the order. I want to find out what's going to happen there, so we're going to test that one. But there's other things I'm curious about. The whole game, we've rushed from event to event on the idea that that little time that shows between the little map icon. Well, we rushed two different map icons because it says that they're gonna go away. Like every single evening, it says, "Finish your business today, else it'll be left unfinished forever," or whatever. That I'm kind of curious. How do they enforce that? I want to find different fail states. Where once a person was, now but a gap remains. This rupture will not mend. Yeah, we kind of destroyed all the mysticism in your culture. Sorry.
What does a sinew know of a body? What does a man know of a town?
You're a cruel man, Kindred. Should have killed me. Go carry your own hell within you. Let it gnaw on you. That's what you deserve. You're cruel. I have nothing more to say. Shiyunde Yeresheb? Why have you come then? Not after you. See this stone horn, Kindred? Do you know what it is? No. Alongo used to be a temple. This town was but step roads with step gates as its bridges. Alongo used to be the bull's head. We had no word for town then. Now a town has grown on our back, pressed Alongo down. We used to be a head, and now we are... Why are you telling me this? You are triumphant now, Kindred, yet time will pass, and you will find yourself upturned. What was once atop the wheel will find itself dragged down. You'll see. Team LD. I'm not triumphant. We failed to save Notkin.
Rough as Dutch. Safe to touch.
I still don't know what that means.
Smooth as bone. Leave it alone.
Medanegshe, I hereby grant you new law. Over your left hand it is done, not the right. So speaks Mother Bodo. Unsure why she speaks so, but still, we will tell hands apart now. Timada. Are you alright up there, Debasagan? Are your feet not cold? Nope. Eneshi yun kun geshebshe. Please don't interrupt. I humbly obey, Mother Superior. So, Medanegshe, here's another law for you. Never hold a grudge, for grudges are bad for health and sneak behind. Bekara, whoever carries a grudge shall slip on it and break their neck. So speaks Suak. She'll see to it at night. Timalda, let it be so. Timalda. Medanegshe, heed our law. Never deceive or betray the small ones and the ones that trust you. It is not only Suak's nocturnal law. Mother Bodo would turn away from you, too. No harming the small ones, Timalda. Let it be so. Those are good laws, kid. Medanegshe for now. Now for the most important law. The law of candy, sweets, and those soft white thingies they sell in shops. They are to be abundant. No one has the right to forbid eating them. Mother Bodo, somehow she will not see to this law, so I'll have to do it myself. Timalda, I wonder what I should invent next. That's enough for one day. You did a good job, kid. Why are you here? Sheyun Yunde Arebshe, did you come to listen to our not-so-highness? Hara Busuli, it didn't take you long to fit into your new role. Look at our little feetsies! Where once a person was, now but a gap remains. That's what the other one said. You're boring. Apparently they want me to go into the cemetery? Is it going to be still all screamy? Because that was not good. The sound in there, it was actually upsetting. It was disturbing. It was not good. It's still bad, but it's quiet. Hey, it's Clara. They should clean this place up.
Our quarrels
Now
are
it's
ended.
changeling.
Our friendship is mended. And if I should lie, of pox should I die.
I can't feel my legs. Let me check. They seem fine. Warm. I'm dying, Ripper. Only a tiny drop remains, like someone cleaved me in half and it all spilled out. Are there two of you? There's only one half of me left. The better half, I hope. You're an idiot, Ripper. A dull, insufferable idiot. All that talk of rivers of blood, that's not what this story was about at all. You have no idea who's above us all. No idea who you actually killed. Above us? Who's up there? Someone you weren't even invited to meet. But they're waiting for me, poor souls, and now I'll never come. Maybe one day I'll figure out your side of the story. Absolutely, I cannot wait. Apparently, they're going to release stories for the other two later this year. Maybe? When they do, we are going to play through the game again. No question. Okay. To the bar. You know, I might play through the game again just anyway to see if we can do better. But I'm not sure I'll do it on screen. Should I? What do you think? I don't know. I still feel like they didn't really explore all the mechanics they made as well as they could have. There was a lot of stuff that we just kind of had to go with. We didn't actually get a chance to dive into it. Like robbing houses. I think we robbed like 4 houses the entire game. And the reputation system. The only thing that I ever did to lose reputation was dissect somebody. Do an autopsy. I pulled out some guy's liver or something. And he was like a bad person anyway. Oh well. And it recovered the next day, so it like wasn't a real thing. No herb brides. Oh, that's sad. I guess they're all gone. And you lived somehow. Where once a person was, now but a gap remains. I see. Okay, so that would be where there would be somebody if I had kept them alive, but I did not. This would be where the younger Stamatin would be. I'm sorry, I didn't save your brother.
I can't promise it'll taste good.
Have you ever lost everything?
Piping hot.
Yes. My fucking condolences. Are you happy now? I wanted to apologize for Peter. Barak, just tell me one thing. Look me in the eye and say it. Could you have protected him? Could you have saved him? No. He got sick too early. Well... Yeah, I could have. Sorry.
Checkmate.
Emshin. Bachelor. Did I say it right, Emshin? Not exactly. You need to swallow the vowels. Like you can't open your mouth. Oh, forget it. You did. You said it right. Well, this is it, I guess. It's just the beginning going on. This pursuit of immortality will cost me my life. I doubt the powers that be in the capital ever cared whether or not I could defeat death. They just threw the heretic into the fire, hoping he'd never return. Excuse the pathos. Who sent you here? I thought you came in your own regard. Your own accord. Yeah, you're right. I'm confused. I haven't been so drunk since my student years. Then again, it's hard to knock a doctor off his feet. I can still think, just not straight. So, cheers. A scientist thrown into the jaws of death, hoping against hope to defeat death, welcomed by death, ridiculed by death, taunted by death, and fooled by death. It's as if this heretic spat into a tower of flame, expecting somehow to put it out. This whole place is far too crowded with death. You've aged over the past few days. Or are you just resigned? Imperare sibi maximum imperium est. Nucere ninehan zela. It will be okay.
From any 2 vectors, you can add together a point.
I suspect I'm the only person here who has figured out that you were the one who did it. A simple calculation, Barak. Numbers never lie. And you know what? I can get behind what you've done. Though it's a 50-50 chance. Truthfully, I find it oddly inspiring. I'm no writer, but I'll write about you. I'd rather you calculate at me. You're good at calculations. The work will be, of course, scientific. But the title... I'm thinking about throwing the scientific language out the window and giving it an old-fashioned name. On the connection of everything. What do you say? Just keep in mind that not everything is connected. The pattern is more complicated. I'm saying this as a Haruspex. Thank you. I I think the academic world in the capital may have a couple questions regarding the subject of my research. Perhaps you will come with me as an assistant and, well, the subject? I'll think about it. No, I'd rather stay here. This place needs a vet.
Feeling. Bad grief now. Wasn't long ago he was on his knees begging before me.
Time is slipping through our fingers. We must act now.
So you lived. I kind of gave up on you.
A Shabnak. A man-eater of clay and bone and hair.
You're still creepy looking.
She's the killer.
I just want someone to pick me up and hold me. I thought you hated being touched. I'm only joking. I'd rather like some candy, though. Should I tuck you in, too? And sing me a lullaby. You know, children are rather ruthless creatures. Cruel, too. I'm starting to doubt my decisions. Now, don't listen to her. She doesn't know anything. No Arab bride. My apologies, Katanga. Alright. All the way up there. Or should we boat? No, let's go all the way up there. No one cares about me. They resettle reputations. I guess I would like it if it was a bit stretched out further, you know? I feel like I don't feel rewarded enough for doing well early and like preparing and not being profligate with my whatever. Being careful. That sort of thing should be rewarded. And really, you end up flying around by the seat of your pants towards the end of the game anyway. No matter what you do. It's a great game though. I have to admit, this game had a real impression on me. I'm very eager to get to see the other parts, especially Clara's. I'm really curious how they're gonna do that. Changeling said that she'd saved 300 people. And like, I gave the cure to, what, 12 people? Yulia's down there, so... It's, the kids up on the spiral. Probably Capella and Khan, maybe? Maybe that's where Notkin would be. Oh, so Sabah would be down there with Taya, probably. There were two people down there that could have been there. Who would they have been? It wouldn't have been Notkin. It would have been somebody kin. Wouldn't have been Peter. I don't know. There were two slots. Aspity would have been one of them. Maybe we could have kept Leia alive, but she wouldn't go there. And Peter would have been in the bar. We'll see if there's somewhere else Notkin could be. Maybe Notkin would have ended up out there. Like, maybe that was what was destined for Notkin and Taya to be a couple or something. Hey, it's Ruben!
Funny joke, said the wolf to the trap. Now let go of my paw.
Oh. Waiting for your command, my mentor. I command you to never call me that again. I humbly accept your word, O wisest of the wise, and obey. Are you alright, Stock? Are you angry with me? Well, is there something to celebrate that I've missed? Depends on how you look at it. We didn't save everyone, but we saved an awful lot of people. You shouldn't have stopped me. Do you even believe yourself? No, I stand by my choice. Or maybe you did right. Don't give up on yourself. It's not over for you yet. You turned out just like your father in the end. You even talk the same. Thank you. Is that it? Just you? No, there's someone else here. Gravel, maybe? And again, I did not do well with the children caches. I think that there was like something there to do that I just didn't. Yep, it's the 4 of us. We're all here.
If you tarry, you'll die unshriven.
I was just wondering if you'd come. Here I am. I heard you adopted some kids, orphans. I didn't adopt them. They just kind of crawled into my life. How will you raise them? Some father you are. These kids have already raised themselves. Want my help? As in just help, you idiot. I just want to be useful. Make it easier for you and maybe lighten my own life a bit, you know? Okay, sure, I agree. I don't know, they kind of set her up as a potential love interest, but it doesn't really go anywhere. If anything, she seems like she'd be better off with Reuben.
What?
Never been up here. Can you imagine? What do you plan to do now? Nothing. I don't want to do anything at all. I've been meaning to ask you, why did you go to her in the first place? She was an authority, and you, a thief. And not just any thief, but a kingfish. First at the gallows, that's what you mean? Yeah. My thoughts exactly. That's why I went. You're no player, cub. If you know your hand will lose, get it over with, so you can pull any new cards. Then you can make a move. That was my plan, anyway. It's just not how it shook out. How'd it go? Didn't you see? I went to her ready to play my cards, but she played checkers instead. Scratch that, she played me like a damn flute. I couldn't have known. Well, she's not around anymore. Don't you want to go back? You're an idiot, cub. While I was there, I realized how that giant clock operates. I used to think I understood it, but it's only now I truly do. I used to be a clocksmith, oiling the town's gears, and I'll stay a clocksmith, only a different kind. I have no idea what he's talking about, but I'll figure it out in time. Hey, one for all achievement. I guess that means we kept the full group alive. That actually hurt quite a bit. I still have the penalty to my health from dying. Huh. How many times did I die? I died only once. Only the once. Okay. That's gonna be where Capella is. That's where she was at first. When she told us she was gonna take all the kids. It was on her now. What I would like to see is a sort of progression to the game. Lately I've been playing lots of these roguelites, perhaps, where like as you play it you unlock options that make it easier to play it again, that sort of thing. Dead Cells, Void Bastards, that kind of thing. I would love it if you could, like, for completing certain objectives, make the next playthrough in this game easier in some way, or different at least. Like perma sprint, or time stops inside dwellings. That would be great. Or clothing degrades at half rate. Something that's not, you know, doesn't give you an overwhelming advantage. Just opens the door to playing a bit more creatively, rather than having to rush from place to place all the time. Or how about something like kills restore half of your hunger meter. Cannibal meter. Yeah, play as cannibal. Or trades invigorate you. Every time you trade, you gain 2% exhaustion. Oh, there's another pattern, another mimic, another mime. This is where Vlad would be. The younger Vlad. Interesting. I wonder if you could have saved both of them, or if it was always one or the other. I don't know. Hey, Clara.
My patrons have spurned me, turned me out of their house, but they'll pay for it.
See? All the mistresses are here. You plan to become a mistress yourself? I guess. Think I'll fail? What are you good at? Divination. I told your fortune, didn't I? That you'd spill rivers of blood, and you did. Drown the whole square in it, am I wrong? You're right. You know, Ripper, you aren't such a bad person. You didn't even hesitate when you took that awful poison to protect the orphan girl. By the Crowstone, remember? That was brave. So don't wander too far. We're still connected, you and I. There's a great deal ahead of us. Wait a minute, this is Changeling. That's not Clara. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm confused. Huh. You never said a kind word to me the entire game. All you did was tell me you were afraid of dying.
Rough as Dutch, safe,
Safe
to touch.
smooth as bone, leave it
Leave
alone.
it alone.
So beautiful. Sometimes stone seems useless. Anything is better than stone. Wax, silk, glass. Stone is for the tone deaf, but occasionally it shines, even in this crude configuration. This is the first time you haven't yelled at me. Why have you come? People often visit mistresses, and here... Oh, be silent. Why do you keep talking to me? Why do you think you're allowed to? No one dared harass Mother like that. But people like you are drawn to me. How can I teach you a lesson? Nina never shied away from people. But you see, Mother, this is precisely what makes it interesting. I don't want to move to the other side of the Gorkon. It's too easy to step over the past. I don't like things too easy. There are still so many people like this one here, rough and dirty, ready to be pressured into diamonds. All I need is a forge. Thanks, beautiful. I like you too. And you know, Mother, that forge is me. Sometimes I wake up with a burning on my chest and the sky becomes crimson. In that very moment, if I kiss someone, they can see it too. It's true. Though I must admit, the first person I tried that on got insomnia and died a week later. But I'll try harder next time. Crimson. Yes, Nina was dark, and you're crimson. What a creepy girl. Okay, Khan!
I'm fraying at the seams. What if I just end up folding?
You, had no impact on our story. We barely talked to you. You were only in, 2 places. We saw you once talking to Notkin, once talking to Compella, and then you were infected once at the children's house, and that's it. You got, such a big part in this. Sorry about your tower. I had utmost respect for your father, Master Brack. We weren't friends, but neither will I be your friend. Respect is possible. It's up to us. What will you do now? Capella plans, not me. We'll do everything together from now on. Ask her. So she's in charge. Interesting. Somehow I'm not surprised.
Lillian, Viorose, maroon neon, my favorite colors.
I'm really very grateful to you, Artemy, for what you've done. You did everything right, guiding this town toward the future. I'll always be glad to return the favor however I can. You speak so politely, like we're strangers. I know you can't help but mourn the losses, but you preserved what was most crucial, the Adurg. Because the Adurg is us, people. Children will grow and build a new town, better, more balanced. You're already building it. Yes, you're right. Where will you begin? I'll marry Caspar. The Kanes and Ogimskis will unite. The Polyhedron, the Bull Enterprise. Those were all cruel machines geared to produce utopias. Factories that processed people into ideas. But we'll make a world where people's bones aren't crushed under lofty words. But you don't love Khan. And you don't like me, yet we'll be allies anyway. Yes, White Mistress. I feel bad. I feel like if we kept Notkin alive, we get an achievement or something. Where once a person was, now but a gap remains. Sorry about your son.
Money is the sinews of war. And love, too.
No, my boy, life's not over yet. Not over. It only looks broken, but we will start anew. We'll rebuild it. I expected to see you broken, Booze. Me? Broken? No one has ever seen that. No one ever will. No better time for hard work than now. Time to get dirty again. No one's better suited for that than me. No one. Where will you start? I'll start with myself, my boy. With myself. My 7th decade is just around the corner. Now is the time. Fair enough. Alright. Changeling, I don't like you. I just want you to know that. I don't like you. Clara's not that much better. It was a really fun game, though. I'm really enjoying it. I wish they would let you spend more time trading. Like, that was the favorite part of the game I found. Just going around from person to person, trading, all that stuff. The combat was terrible, I have to say. I mean, pretty much the game, all the combat in the game that was required was having to kill 12 of those Odong things, the worms. It was the same fight. Kill 4 of them in a row. Actually, was it 4 or was it 6? It might have been 6 in the Alongo. Anyway, but it's the exact same fight. They're annoying. If you get hit by them 2 or 3 times, they kill you. And the combat system isn't robust enough to really make me feel skilled for not dying to them. I just feel like I just kind of clicked the button at the right time. Anyway. Here's the Canes. And you're not a Cane. You're with Dankovsky, aren't you?
No lovers as sweet as the silent of sleep.
I've met you before. You're dressed very strangely. So are you. I think I saw you before. I live in the Stillwater. What do you have here? They're discussing what they're planning to build next, and I'm listening. So interesting. What are they saying? People always say it was Andre and Peter who built this town, but that's not true. The Onerotex did, and Nina and Victoria in their own way. And then there was Farcad, another Onerotex. He built the cathedral. Who are the Onerotex? I don't know. Either. So interesting. Daniel was fascinated by it. He kept asking around, looking at documents. You two were close, weren't you? I guess. Anyway, this town existed long before those Onerotex. I mean the interesting part of towns. So did I. You're talking about the dingy part of town. Dingy and chaotic, messy. Our town has no place for unnecessary things. Says the girl living in an abandoned observatory. Anyway, things went wrong with the cathedral somehow. It remained unfinished. And useless? It's empty and silent, soulless. A week ago I had a dream. I was walking down its aisle, or rather falling. I woke up and thought, nah, it doesn't matter. You know, I think the Canes might take me with them when they leave for the other side. Us standing here together, it just feels right. They know I'm one of them. Really? We'll build a new town across the river, iridescent and specular and transparent. Well, they'll build it. I'll just listen and tell them if they've gone too far, too flat, or too sharp. Congratulations on the new job. My.
I'm too old. Nothing can harm me anymore.
I feared this town might be a cradle, but it ended up being a catapult bucket. Can't we just have a normal town for normal living people? No. What is a normal person anyway? What is the norm? Think it over, dear Haruspex, lest you blurt out something really ignorant and find yourself in an awkward position. Yeah, I'm not gonna argue with you. Or other kinds of fights, young man. Why do you want to propel humanity forward, and where? The coldness of space? Simon was better than me. He did what I never had the courage to do. Thrust a knife into his own firstborn. He couldn't bear the infant's scream, but still he succeeded. Simon Kane and Isidore Barak vaccinated our town against death. That vaccination cost you the polyhedron. The polyhedron was a glass bottle. A clepsydra. That probably is a word, I just don't know what it means. A compass. A work of exquisite craftsmanship. But merely a tool, like this town. The first of many steps on the ladder. I thought you had stored something precious inside it, but whatever. We ascended one step. A single step, but a crucial one. The mission of House Kane on this side of the river is over. So why does Simon, my dear twin brother, still haunt me in my sleep? Perhaps he'll be at peace on the other side. And the younger Kane?
If you look at the night sky from the roof of the still water, you can see its true color.
They were always driven upwards, and that's what became their downfall. Too straightforward an interpretation. We need to follow the magnetic lines. They are the nerves of the earth. We'll make a massive glass podium in the center, like a lens, you see, and inside it, a compass. There are no more nerves. The earth is dead. It lost too much blood. Blood is only food for the spirit. For as long as we stand on this ground, its gravity exists, driving us down. While we are driven, we live. That's a curious way of looking at it. We've done too much looking and not enough listening. Yes, that's it. Sight is humanity's primary sense, so it impedes us. Too simple, too crude. In our new town across the river, we won't let ourselves rely on sight. You're right. What is essential is invisible to the eye. It's felt in the bone. We will not govern our new town. We need to find a way to avoid governing it, so it will govern us. Houses will write edicts. Streets will invent laws. Roofs sentence criminals. Don't give me that look. But do come when our new town is complete. You'll be welcome. Yeah, no, bye.
Sometimes I feel like I could fly.
Who's left? The Sabarovs, of course.
Yes?
Katerina is no longer a mistress. She never was one. You know nothing of her. This cursed town smothered her, forced a stupid role on her. She got in her head that she had to be anyone but herself. That's the kind of town we live in. She used to be different, completely different. What was she like before? Who do you think you are, expecting me to talk about my wife with you? A member of the community who expects to know how you're planning to govern us. There'll be other mistresses in town. Leave them alone. And Katerina, she'll start by bringing the cathedral back to life. How? You'll see. Just tell me she's not religious. Anything's better, even a second plague. How can I say that? I mean, I just basically... I guess he doesn't think of the whole Mother Bodo, earth, blood in the ground thing to be religious. I do.
I'm afraid I'm of little use now.
My husband is no longer governor. Is that so? He's a ruler now. The ruler. The Bull Enterprise is destroyed. The Ogimskis are over. The Kanes are no longer on this side of the river. Everyone's scattered like children after a game ends. But my husband alone would never abandon his duty, his town. Didn't take you long to label everyone else traitors. The Ogimskis were always the guts, hot, alive, feeding the town. The Kanes were the nerves, spark and potential. People cling to the belly for warmth. They grasp at the nerves to reach beyond themselves. But no one ever dares to touch the bones. The bones are your family, I guess. Yes, my husband is this town's spine. And now, with that horrible weight lifted from him, he will straighten. He is a man of honesty and resolve. He'll make a good ruler.
There's a twinge in my chest. Could it be conscience?
Alright. Let's look in the cathedral real quick. And then we'll go and see the new pantomime. Actually, let's go look at the base of the polyhedron too. This is an awful long denouement, sort of. And there's nothing here. Oh well. I wonder if there was a way to... I was wondering if there'd be a mime there for Aglaia. But maybe you can't keep her alive. Maybe that's not possible. It says press E to draw the blood, but I can't. That's kind of creepy. You got little hands there on the ground. In blood. Alright. A new pantomime is being rehearsed at the theater. I do have to admit, this game is so text heavy. I feel like I've been talking quite a bit over the past couple weeks. I once tried to do a let's play of, what's it called? Torment. You know, the Tides of Numenera game? The Torment 2 game? Whatever. Anyway, and it was just me talking nonstop, and it just, I don't know. It wasn't very entertaining, and it was very, very trying to do. So, I think I would appreciate it. It makes me appreciate games that do have the voice acting. I do think that overall it's been a bit negative in terms of the plot. I don't know if they could have expressed this well. If it was all voice acted, it would be a huge number of lines. But, God, it would be so much easier on my voice. So what you think about that, Mr. Mark Immortel? Who are you? Oh, that's the guy who died.
My path was called the blood of the earth. Well, I found out what comes from where, and the conclusions are obvious.
Is that... Am I gonna find all the dead kids? All the people we failed? Yeah, there's Notkin.
My path was called a half soul more. I wanted to create a real utopia. A fraternity of boys and pups, girls and kittens, tots and cubs.
I'm sorry, man. I couldn't... I wanted to save you, but it wouldn't let me inoculate you, and then I never found you. I went everywhere. I, spent an hour and a half or so between parts, just loading over and over again, and going to every place I could think of where you might be. And you were not there. You just disappeared off the face of the earth. Aspity, we kind of just failed you. You got the plague really early. We gave you antibiotics, but you just... Unless we schmoutered you right away, you weren't gonna last to the end.
My path was called Earth. I could have told you all why the black soil is not to blame for this catastrophe.
My path was called the calligrapher. They wouldn't let me forget what I'd done. but they couldn't kill me. That means this is just the beginning.
Interesting. I think I recognize that voice actor. I don't know. It sounds familiar to me. Now I kind of wish we'd let more of them die so we could hear what their paths were called. And how'd I do, man?
What?
Look who's here. Time to get real then. You wanted to come around. Let's see if it worked. So what do you think? Are you back? Back where? Who are you? What do you mean? Who are you? I'm Artemy Barak. Who are you? A Haruspex, a warden, a knower of lines. Where are you? I'm here. I was desperate at first. I thought we'd failed utterly. Like the astronomers of old, you know. The eclipse is short. It ends in the blink of an eye. We missed the chance to observe and calculate everything we needed. And the next opportunity is a century out. Observe what? Calculate what? Humanity. Their limits. Their struggle to conquer death. This play wasn't the best. A flop, honestly. But it wasn't useless. I see much clearer now. I know how to improve it. The next show will be better. How do you see it going? Death cannot be defeated, but it can be overcome. Not by prolonged life, no. The Struldbrug method is ridiculous and stupid. People aren't yet strong enough to bear their own internal hell, or rid themselves of it. That's not how you overcome death. We found the true way. And that would be? How many of you were here, the actors who played the Haruspex? There was the original one, and there was me. I'm Barak. I'm not an actor. Where was the real Haruspex? He belonged to history, or just a story? In any case, you knew about his adventurers beforehand. You planned them. How does one overcome death? They transcend the self. That's what the Sampest tried to do, depersonalize us. No, no. They're broken into many separate beings. The body is susceptible to death, as is the self, as is any being trapped within its bounds. They invite death, the way a lantern invites insects. But that which is broken into many bodies, many selves, many perceptions, that thing can resist it. You're right. To connect two things, you must first break them apart, because connection implies difference, and previous separation. Only connections defeat death. I have been in a multitude of shapes before I assumed a consistent form, an ancient poet once said. Who are you? This question is a trap. Our work here is done. You can go to the dressing room and take off the costume. Remember the place? It's where you started. Good luck, and thank you for taking part in our daring experiment. It's all over anyway. This choice is meaningless. There he is, Mark Immortal, part of the nerves. Oh, I have to go. Did I missed something? Really? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh well. Never mind. Imago is the achievement. Alright, let's see something else. So, back in our lair. Whoa. Is that just stuck on my screen now? Game! Game! This is not right. Here, go away. Sleep for an hour. Game! I am disappointed. It is just stuck there on our screen all the time. Okay, wait a minute. That's fine. We can deal with this. That's not... Game. You were doing so well. And then suddenly you cough up at the very end like that. My apologies, everyone. Bear with me while I reload it. Alright, so, in my lair, right before we turned in the code that told them to bomb the polyhedron, what happens if we don't do that? It won't change who lives and dies, but it might change the outcome. The polyhedron will stand. The Earth will not have that thing pulled out of it, and its blood spilled everywhere. Maybe the town will all die, but oh well. Let me just make sure we're at the right part. Yes, if I burn the papers, or at least hide them till 2200, the soldiers will leave. And it's saying to go over here. Wait a minute, what was that thing the cow told me to do? The cow said something about a crypt. Let's go to the graveyard. Oops. The bowl. It actually told me, go something to the crypt. Don't kill. Yeah. I mean, I can't see anything, but maybe in here might be something. No, nothing here. I was thinking maybe the little mouse guy, the rat guy, might be here. Maybe at my father's grave? Where was I? I was like around here somewhere. This? I think it was this. Oh well. Never mind. That bowl was so useless. I don't know. I'm kind of... I don't know. I wonder if it actually did anything to buy the bowl. Or if I should have just not bothered. Interesting, I can't go on this now. I used to be able to go on that. I can walk right up on top of it. Should we go into a longbow? See if we can. Nah. I'm sorry, Aspity. I should have saved you. I failed. I'm sure there's an achievement for like keeping all the kids alive, for keeping everybody alive, for doing various things. The Adurg is the living earth. I choose her. Ancient aurochs return from the depths of time. Dude, you're out of your head. We never found the end of this. That's the children cache thing that we just did not get done. The choice has been made. The kin are free. The Adurg is the living earth. That sounded weird. Should I go back that way? There's nothing on the map. I guess I'm inclined just to go to bed. Nocturnal ending. Interesting. She's still infected. The 8th is dead. The town's dead. Interesting. September's been rough. Yes, it has. Who are you, anyway? I'm your companion. My eternal one. I figured out who you are. You're death. You survived death. This is your victory. You're the only survivor. Only survivor. Or maybe you're not the only one. I don't know how many you've managed to touch, or will manage to. You still have the entire rest of your days. How does one survive death? Why does the disease kill some, but not others? It seemed like everyone could have fallen seriously ill, terminally ill. Maybe it's the same with death in general. We think it obliterates everyone, but if you act just so, your intellect can overcome death, just as your body overcomes plague or typhus. So how do you defeat death? By realizing that death is not a vanishing, it's a boundary. You can step over any chasm if you're convinced it's just another obstacle. It's naive to think victory over death means immortality. Immortality is tiring if you remain who you are. Much more so if you fall into decline. So, where's the answer? What have you done to the town? What has the town done to you? You wouldn't have been able to solve this problem without each other. Different creatures as you are, an enormous town, a small person, an undetectably minuscule microbe, 3 of you. You needed each other. And what have I done to the town? You understood it. You bound its severed parts together, drawing new connections between things that seemed incompatible. That is the essence of understanding. To understand is to become someone else. What seemed like death to the former you is just a crack in the earth for the new you. It's still wide, but you can get across. As if the town cared whether I understood it or not. You took pity on your town. You went where love led you. You decided the last of the miraculous creatures must not be deprived of their lives. You realized the plague itself was alive. You cherish everything alive. Look, the town is grateful to you. It has changed. Well, what's going to happen to the inhabitants? I don't know. I'm letting them go, you hear? I'm officially waiving my claim to them. Go say goodbye. They want to say goodbye to you too. Thank you, fellow traveler. Where will you go then? To the heart of the town, the central square. To, I don't know, the theater. I don't have much of a choice. Don't worry, you'll have a choice there. You've done all you can. All that's left is a bit of business to wrap up. Things that concern you alone. Interesting. It's different. It's still plagued, apparently. The world is returning to life. What does it mean for me? Listen, where did they come from? So you can see them too? They're kind of hard to miss. What are they, not real? Like a hallucination? Doesn't seem so. What are they? Really? I want to go and look at them. What are they? They're bowls of steppe legends. All the streets are like those old tales of yours, like that book. Bor Megas. Is that it? Did the steppe flood us? That's the name. Bor Megas. A tale of the world's creation. I had no idea you read those kind of books. What will become of everything now? Come on, tell me. I don't know. Let's walk around and witness what we've done. Whoa! that's Yeah, I was looking too low on the ground for them. They're quite large. Hey, Murky. There's lines all over your house now.
What are you looking at? Phil.
Where'd you get this lantern, Murky? Found it. Then the shell went empty. No one needed anymore. Not over there. So it'll live here with me. Good idea. It'll keep it company. Don't just stand there. Choose yourself a corner. This is your new home now. You're not planning to go back to that icky cellar of yours, are you? You've done all you can. No reason to go back. How is it icky? It's not icky. Well, let's live here anyway, please. I've set it all up for us, see? It's pretty and warm and pretty. And the train car will travel one day. We'll go to the sea together. Oh. I'll find a new house for us, big and spacious. Interesting, it's just porting me to different places instead of the previous. It's very different. Oh, look, there's... Is everyone just right here? Maybe they won't let me go back into town because it died. I chose against it. Where are the bowls? They're not here anymore.
Time is slipping through our fingers. We must act now.
We're leaving. What, across the steppe? On foot? Why? The town is no longer mine, no longer human, no longer rational. It doesn't accept the likes of me anymore. But it does. It accepts all kinds of people. No, you don't understand. Then what is this about? Yes, the weird, magic, inexplicable beings have returned to life. But wouldn't it be a shame to lose them? Have you no pity? No. This is it? There ahead of you lies death. Yes. But why do you have to go then? Because I must. Simple as that. I can't stop you. Do I want to talk to all these people? Not really.
This tower, it's got too many reinforcement ribs.
What does it mean for us? For all of us? Do you remember me? I think I do. You belonged to our house, didn't you? No, you were a courier. You brought in deliveries? No, I'm sorry. Your face doesn't seem familiar. I'm a doctor. Artemy Barak? No, sorry, I don't remember the name. How did this happen? What's wrong with you all? Have you all gone insane? No. Will you come with us? The path ahead is long and hard. The more go, the better our chances. No, I have a different path. Am I really supposed to talk to everybody? Really?
A firm hand's useless.
Do you recognize me? No. No. You don't know us.
It wasn't me. Don't look at me like that.
If only I could.
Oh, that's Gravel. She still has the plague. Oh God.
Endless year.
Do you know me? Of course you know me. You wouldn't forget me, not you. You're my friend. Yes, of course we're friends. You're Matvey Shiroki. We haven't seen each other for what, 4 years now? You've changed a lot. No, please, not a word more. No, I'm going home. Okay, I'm at least gonna go out to the end. I kind of get the point. They don't know who I am.
Then you reap a habit. So a habit, then you reap a character.
This is so bizarre. Ruben, stay with me, man. In the town.
Where there's carrion, there's
Look at the
clouds.
moon. Please don't leave. I don't see a moon. I am so baffled by what's going on. This is bizarre. I don't even know what to say. You don't have anything to say. Okay, suddenly they don't have anything to say anymore. Well, a few of them do.
I'm afraid I'm
It won't be better there. Some say it'll be hot, others cold, but I think it has no temperature at all. The ahead. The hell? So, like, all the people I tried to save just walked out into the steppe to die? The hell? Clara, explain this.
Life blooms only while love breathes. Love is vital. How can I make you see?
I thought a lot about one line, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. It enthralled me. I wondered how a gate could prevail against anyone. It's just a gate, standing there. Only I suppose it's not just a gate. It doesn't just stand, it does something to you. I'm beginning to see now. You think you found the gate to hell? Yes, wrong. I've been there. We've all been in hell these last few days, and still are, if you didn't notice. Are you saying we've died and don't know it? An old idea. Boring. Maybe. Try jumping down yourself. Kid, you're okay, right? I never thought I'd end up here. No matter how hard I tried to get inside, I couldn't. I was pretty scared of the place. So how do you like it? Thought it was just a factory building, or storage maybe. Cold, hooks, chains, meat smells. It does smell of meat. Blood, at least. And what are those sounds? Is there a beast howling, or just the wind? It's the earth turning about in her slumber. This place is closest to her. I was asking seriously, and that was a serious answer. Oh, I meant to talk to the guy. Oh well. Aspity, you're dead. Don't even pretend like you're not. But I guess the idea is that they're all dead, so.
Better not to ask. Silence is golden.
Bekara, you've done everything right. Kabine, dear son. Knit together the town your father unraveled. The kin came to power again, threw the town off its back, left it for the earth to devour. Mother Bodo triumphs. Suak had her harvest. Sated she now slumbers for a long time. I thought you were dead. From the earth I came, to the earth I return. Am I dead? All things live now. I don't understand. Look at me, Essager. How I love you, how I admire you. You're a true Emshin, a true knower of the lines. You chose the path of love, the path of pity. You took pity on us, the weak, the dying, the doomed. Odente, I did. From their graves, things that had no place in this new world, looked at you. Weak, dying, depleted things. Yet you saw life in them. Your gaze revived the unliving. You poured our blood back, returned us our lives, refused to let us be buried. Gaze at me, Emshin. I wanted to preserve a sliver of magic, of the miraculous. You came into your father's inheritance, Emshin, following the lines, drawing the lines. You wove the town back into its proper shape. We stared at you mutely, said our goodbyes, resigned ourselves to fate, but you never abandoned the weak, never abandoned us. I'd like to think that, but the Sandpest will return, and will destroy those connections again. Your son will come then, wrap it all up after you. I suppose. I will always watch over you. From beneath Earth's skin, I will watch over you. Wherever I can reach, I'll protect you. I shall caress your step. Here we are on the polyhedron.
Must you tread the
I'll be the mistress of the dead. What does that mean, Grace? You know the north wind is silver, the east wind is musky, the dawn wind is white, and the west wind is violet? It's hard to tell white from silver. What's the difference? It'd be more interesting this way if the winds were red, blue, yellow, and green. Excuse me, you mean if they were crimson, azure, amber, and emerald? They'd be very bland, don't you think? What about red? What about crimson, azure, silver? There isn't a black. Black! I've seen that somewhere else. Why did you tell me this? Our mistresses used to be unbearably straightforward. Black and white, dark and light, evil and good, wild and warm. Too simple. It'll be more compelling now. Just take care of yourself.
My patrons
I'll become a new mistress. Have you figured it out? What sort will you be? A good one. Mistress of what? Mistresses don't exist in isolation. They always have domains. Mother was a soul mistress, and it drove her mad. It's also very sad, yes, but that's only because she tried to take Nina's place. That corrupted her soul and that darkness into her heart. It's because she didn't find her own path first, and I have. Tell me, are you even human? I am. I've been dead certain that you're the plague. It wasn't me. Don't glare at me like that. Nope, I'm still not convinced. I don't know if I'm good or evil. Stupid words, anyway. I'm trying to be gentle to others and hard on myself. I know how to sympathize and not judge. I try to love whoever I touch. That's the only answer I have. You're still bizarre.
Knock knock. Who's
You're the
there?
mistress of bulls.
The heart.
You mean mistress of kin? Bechet, bechet. And who will you be? I'm not a mistress. Bakara, you're a good man. You've got funny ears, but that's alright. That'll do. And I'll be the mistress of bulls. What about the kin? The kin are the bulls. There are people in it. Nah, more bulls than people now. Much less human than before. It's so awesome now. Come and see for yourself. Bakara, you'll make a great mistress. Huh. I thought it would port me away. I guess we should go up. I was just gonna get to the ending and stop. But, I find myself wanting to explore what this ending brings. I kind of thought that it would be the same. It would just have different... people would say different things. And I wasn't gonna bother. But instead... there's, like, actual differences. Like, significant differences. Maybe. There's the weird sky. Hey! It's Lika, maybe? The visor. It was a pathologic change in many lives, mine included. It filled me to the brim. What? According to a certain treatise on war, each type of terrain requires a particular approach. If there's a mountain ahead, a river to the right, starvation to the left, and a foe ahead, the terrain is called desperate. The treatise only gives one advice on overcoming it: fight. Okay. We're wasting years copying what already existed, and I have no time to add anything original on top. Is that a comment on the game, that they just reimagined it and redid it rather than making an actual Pathologic 2? Oh well. It feels wrong for me to make confessions. No pressure, man. Bayarla and all that. I'll have you know, we used to want to change the world. And perhaps we did. But lately it seems to me all we're doing is trying to translate someone's childhood traumas and dreams. Wake that child up and it all evaporates. What do you mean? It's a capricious child. Every day it demands more strength and attention than I could possibly have. Every minute spent on it is repaid in spades. I feel like I'm about to burst. It stole my time, but gave me a family. Cheers, kid. I mean, you don't sound like a 4-year-old, so... I'm assuming there's something weird going on there. I constantly feel like a messenger who is to be shot for bringing bad news. That's heavy, man. Head deep in the second outbreak, I feel like I've grasped the idea of death extracted its essence that's present in the living too. Now I need to write my observation down while I am yet unliving. Okay. He's war, a magic pie, a letter, silken at gunpoint, blam. Are your words falling apart too? Oh, can it be contagious? No, I'm accidentally shifted the trajectory of my life. This world wields uncanny power that changes anyone who touches it. Playing it is a challenge, making it even more so. I'm not sure if I made a terrible mistake when I rushed into it. I know exactly what you mean, man. I know exactly what you mean. I still struggle to evaluate my degree of responsibility for all this. I offered so many ideas, yet made so few decisions. How much of the result is on me? Would it have seen the light of day without me? Most certainly. But I hope my participation made it better. I dissolved in it, breathed it. Where is reality going now? I am very confused by all this. I like new beginnings. Anticipation is the most invigorating part. That's why I was introduced to it so late. Oh well. My main fear is missing the opportunity to do something that matters. This is my door to leaving something after I go. I gave up everything to go through this door, but I don't really know what's on the other side. Are you two twins? I failed to hold all that was dear to me, put it all on this altar. The sticky terror makes me lose control of my thoughts, but it's too late to give up. I go all in. For I am steeped in blood so far. Hey, there's a bull. 'Twould be as tedious to return as go over. Or whatever. I like it. It's a story of strong people in a tough situation. A story of responsibility. The will to cleanse your doubts, the power to go on despite the exhaustion and mistakes, the wrongness and incomprehensibility. It's hard but meaningful, and I'm happy to be here. This is a bizarre time that started with the courageous, do as you please, and delved into, this is the only way to go. I'm not sure I wanted to say, anything I wanted to say found its way here. I'm here because they're dead. Who is to die so we stop failing? Is it all right that I'm happy? That's heavy, kid. Each new person was a hope of miraculous salvation, but a year ago we finally faced it. No one had any obligations to become our savior. It's the rat kid. I think tackling the fourth wall so directly is kind of tasteless in the modern world. My true desire was for this town to never have a direction or goal marker, not even once. It is intellectually offensive. Who do you have to be to thrust a map marker under a free person's nose, saying, here is your goal. You're too lazy and stupid to figure on your own, and I'm not without mercy towards lesser minds, so I'll do the work for you. Go there. Go, and don't forget to thank me for choosing your goal for you. Love, the powers that be. That's totally how the game was played. I just followed map marker after map marker the entire time. Embarking on a journey, we often think the goal is to get somewhere, and it may take years of wandering to see it was never about the destination at all. I love you all. I love you too, sweetie. 5 years of my life, several hours of your leisure. This is a comment from people that made the game, I'm sure. And there's nothing else to do here. Do I sit down? No. That's not gonna help. No. Well, now what? You kind of left me hanging. Where's my fade to black? Did I miss somebody, perhaps? Really? Is that going to count as a death? No. Okay. This is just... Apparently we had to kill ourselves. Or we could have just walked on. Either way.
Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Are you even trying now?
I already told you all this stuff. Well, let me leave. That was a really weird ending. I think I liked the first one better, where you actually, you know, took down the polyhedron and stuff. Well done, Ice Pick Lot. It was an interesting game. Here, I'm not done yet. I want to keep going. I want to find things. So, this is my thought. I want to go all the way back to sometime in, say, day 2, where I have the Haruspex's lair. Let's see, is that the earliest I got it? I think so. And now I just want to pretty much ignore the rest of the game. I want to find out, how is it going to punish me for not doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Like, what if instead all I want to do is run around and talk to people? Like, did I fix this already? Yeah, I do. This was quite a while ago. Looks like we just got our inventory upgrades. What do I got in here? That. I can go ahead and just... Actually, let's look at this. Each tincture restores a bit of a bar, right? Which does this restore? That one was thirst. Okay. Let me use a swish and a blood. Okay, that's the thirst one. And Swevery is exhaustion. Sorry, this is kind of just me screwing around with the world.
Rough as Dutch, safe to touch. Smooth as bone, leave it alone.
Smooth as bone, leave it alone. Gotta keep these things in mind, young man. But I just want to get out there and start trading and having fun, playing around and not, intentionally not progressing the story and seeing what happens. So right now I'm very hungry. Let's go trade for some stuff. Nope, don't need the bowl. It wants me to go all these different places. I don't care. Not my problem. I just want to look through trash bins. and find people to trade with. Maybe loot some houses, that kind of thing. Like, I'm assuming there's that when the bells start to ring, they're gonna keep on ringing until we go to town hall. Here, I need some food. But yeah, we're just gonna play hermit life, you know? Trade with everyone we can for all the wonderful things they can offer. Almost any trade is good. As long as I'm not trading it for like consumables, it'll contribute to our future trading ability. I can definitely trade some of these away. Although that's kind of how I'm going to deal with exhaustion, so maybe not. Yeah, I don't know if this is going to do anything. I want to see why we couldn't have done this. Like, how is it going to prevent me from just sitting around saying, plague, that's not my problem. Someone else can deal with it. And it will certainly be nice not to have to be so frantic all the time. I'll take some lemons, that'd be nice. Don't need to worry about schmouters. I can just trade away anything I want. Don't really need fingernails though. I need other trade goods, like soap. And eventually herbs. I can turn into tinctures and sell them to the herb brides. This might end up being really boring. I don't know. If so, I apologize. Essentially, I'm going to not do things. Which is kind of the opposite of things that are interesting to watch. But oh well, it'll all work out. Bakera. Or Bayarla, maybe? I'm never quite sure what the words mean. Here, let's eat something. Never. Never with you, man. I always need more water. Always. Soap actually sells really well with adults, so I'm quite happy to trade for some. Nope. This person knew it was up. They were getting out of town right when the getting was good. Hey, that's our house, right? It's got the plague scars on it already. God, it's only 17:30? Wow. Time really did accelerate. Like, very clearly it did. Because now it feels like it's just dragging by. The house is sick. It's got shingles. Boring. We must have been here before we loaded. Nah. I thought about just starting over from scratch and doing like a hermit's playthrough, but this is kind of the same thing. What you got? There was at least a hazelnut in there. Maybe other things. I think if you were to do that, the hardest part would be exhaustion. I think probably if you were to play normally until you have the Haruspex workshop, that might work. Because you need to be able to craft potions. if nothing else, we have a chance to avoid the tyranny of, okay, it wants me to go somewhere. Doesn't matter to me. This is the lazy man's playthrough of this game. I think I must have walked this path already. Probably we came this way from Gravel's place. All the good kid loot is already gone. No. This guy needs to learn how to jump over a wall. Like, it doesn't even look that challenging. I could throw myself over that wall. In real life, even. This game was so relaxing in the first few days. You could just go around forever. And look, only an hour has passed in like the past 10 minutes. That's ridiculous. We keep ending up in pharmacies, which I don't really need. I am really tempted to do another playthrough, like immediately, like just right after I finish the episode, just going ahead saying new game and doing it all over again, but this time better, keeping more of the kids alive, choosing different outcomes. Bekara. I'll take an egg. This guy likes the metal scrap. That's what, most of them, they either don't want it, or they sell it for like 1. I guess it's the little tiny kid that likes metal scrap. I guess that's why he's carrying around a bullet, too. The same sort of reasoning. Thought I saw a mime right there, but I guess not. It was weird. I want the fish. That's a fine trade. This is a shop, right? Yeah. Okay. Actually, do I have a thing to sell? No, I don't. Oh, I could have sold the charm. Oh well. More soap. I'm a little curious, like if you devote all your time to trading and doing nothing else, pretty much, how rich could you get? Like how far ahead could you be? Could you fill your entire inventory with food, perhaps? It's tempting. Just to know. But I'm betting at some point there'll be some sort of a game over. They'll say, but you failed to achieve, the world failed to change, or whatever. Opportunities were missed forever, and all your dreams are ash, or whatever. Leave this, misbegotten world, or whatever. What did it say in Morrowind, when you killed an essential NPC? It would, this world is forever broken, or something like that. Leave or stay in this doomed world forever. Good God. It sure does take a long time for time to pass. Like, I'm a little curious if what would happen if I were just to start counting, you know? Like, measure an hour in each day and just see how much real time it takes to pass. It's a little annoying because it doesn't announce it. I guess you could listen for the audio cue. Oh, this is the hide and seek event, isn't it? I remember doing this. Look away for a little bit. And bizarrely, they're all chanting in whatever. In Russian? Maybe? Bunch of nuts. Where am I? Let's go across and loot the other side of town. Can I trade those away? I don't think so. I don't think anybody... Like, there's a guy that wants the gun, but not anyone that wants the bullets. Not the best trade. But yeah, we played through the game pretty much in a blind panic the entire game. And I'm surprised that I don't feel that way now. You know? Yeah, we're hungry. I don't have good stuff for you. You need sharps. You don't have anything. You must have wandered off somewhere from where I already got your stuff. So many kids to trade with. All the soap in the world. Good bin. Yummy. You guys want to tell me to do something, and I'm not going to do it, so screw you. You know, it's not terrible to eat the rotten food. If you're in an area where you're not, like, in the plagued area, like if you have immunity, it doesn't... I don't think I'm going to get the plague just from that. Don't have enough to trade to you. I've been treating fingernails as if they weren't really a trade good, when they are. Ooh. Yeah, let's drop that. It is. It's day. No, it's day 2. So the plague isn't even here yet. Interesting. I wonder if you can. I wonder if you eat enough rotten food, you can get the sand pest yourself before anybody else does. Although I guess technically the idea is that the people in the termitary had it before you got into town. But I bet you could be the first. Well, your father was. But I bet you could get it, and people will start talking to you as if you were a plagued person without even knowing what you're talking about. Because the event hasn't happened yet. But damn, this is so relaxing. Just wandering around trading. It's still only 21. Oh my god, it's been a half hour and it's only been like 3 or 4 hours. A half hour in real life. I'm shocked. You had so much time in the beginning. I guess that's kind of damning to say that. We failed to do so much stuff the first few days. Like that whole children cache thing, we just completely screwed up on that. And yet we had so much time. I could get one, sure. You don't want bullets, right? No, I can't sell bullets to you. You sell bullets to me. It's a little ashamed. Bit of a shame. I need some kids. No, this is a story. I'm not doing the story. Maybe I should just go and sleep somewhere. If I want to see the punishment, I need to... Unless I'm going to sit around for a few days letting it happen, I need to force time forward. I just been so frantic lately that I assumed that if I let up even a little bit, I'd be overtaken by events. But that's just not happening. Not on day 2, at least. That was very loud. Hey, I dropped a broken ampule there. Alright, there's nothing. Ooh. Still only 21. Let's head back towards the center of town. We'll sleep for a few hours. Is that openable? No. We just have to be careful not to actually progress the story. This isn't about progressing the story. This is purely about getting some sleep and letting time pass. That was a curious sound. Huh. There's Capella's, right? Kids are all heading to bed anyway. We could go door to door, I suppose, and keep trading. Alright, hungry. Not very. Have a bit of food. Of course, there's a dream. There's always a dream. I'm so sorry, Notkin. The one that may actually interact yet.
Faiths come in threes. That's what Dad used to say.
Ill fates come in threes. Rule of 3. Yeah. 6 hours. A new palindrome. Pantomime. Palindrome. What am I saying? Several events will unfold this night and become unavailable by dawn. Oh, really?
Time.
Like what? The kids? Sabah? Grace? Khan? Eh.
Waits no more. It isn't uniform. Each day is followed by a shorter night, and each night by a yet shorter day. The end is closer than you think.
Hey, we left a bunch of stuff here. We can take that out. All these things. And trade them. I'll put in some more of the water. So what time is it? Okay, there's still bad people about. You know, probably. But they're not very bad people. They're just white-faced bad people. It's the red-faced bad people. Or the black-faced bad people that get ya. Or the soldiers. Let me in, please. Hey kids, do you want to trade anything? Hey, good meat, but I have nothing that you want. Same problem. And again. Yeah, we got a bunch of nuts and stuff. Things for kids. Ah, the plague's here. Again, nothing I need. Or, lots of things I need. Nothing that I have to trade. These houses are good. I hadn't realized there'd be so many people inside. I thought there might be like one or two, because I'm used to going into plagued houses. But that was like 5 or 6 people. If I were to start over again, I'd definitely spend more time going in houses and trading in the night. Alright, though. I think I'm get my Reuben on and sleep for a few days. I'm one street over.
Don't.
Ah, that's me loot him. Huh. Of course, if I kill you, I can loot you also. And I get reputation. And your shiv. Anyway. Hunger. Eat a little bit. Drink a little. And let's get our Reuben on, like I said. I'm looking to be punished. I'm looking for them to tell me to complain that I'm not playing the game right. And so they want to force me onto the right path. That was curious. That thirst going up didn't look linear, but the hunger did. Yeah, now it's not going up at all. Interesting. Maybe you only get thirsty at certain times a day? So there's some event going on, but it's got nothing to do with me. Night. I'm just a random steppe herb gatherer. Today was a turning point. Fates are decided at midnight. A new pantomime is being rehearsed at the theater. I failed to protect the crude sprawl from infection. Sorry, Notkin. Aspity died? Why would she have died? Why would she have died today? That's really weird. That's really weird.
You had 12 days. Not so many, but enough.
You know what? I'm gonna mess with something. Difficulty. I'm gonna turn off the intended difficulty. Pathologic 2 is intended to be almost unbearable. Yep, we are abandoning it. I'm turning off hunger, pretty much. And damage. The emotions you feel upon seeing a loaf of bread. Value of healing items. Wow, they give you a lot of things you can mess with. Okay. But I'm not playing the game for real.
The town shifts. Something stirs in the theater. Something stirs within you.
I'm getting my Reuben on. I'm sleeping today. I just want to see, how is the game going to stop me from doing this? Well, I'm in an infected district now. This looks unpleasant. Let's go back to bed. Things will be better tomorrow. Nope, we're in a dream now. In Gravel's house. I remember this dream. There's
They're all
Clara.
expecting a train carrying medicine and doctors. Fools.
Here's
They
Changeling.
honestly think a train can fix this.
We
Like
don't even
hell
have a
will
proper
come.
hospital in town.
How do I make this dream stop? There. Just gotta wait. Not my problem. Keep sleeping. So, interesting. The sleeping health regain is actually higher than the hunger damage. So we actually are immortal right now. We get to sleep forever. Come dawn, I won't be able to help him anymore, eh? Isn't it already dawn? It might be. What's going on? No, I think... Nope, nope. We're still... It's good. If nothing else, this is going to be a great way of knowing just how big of an impact do I have on this town. Because when I'm not here, Notkin still dies. I guess that's somewhat validating to know that he was fated to die. Stamaton survived. I think he died this time. Maybe it was later. He died at the same time Aspity did, but I think Aspity lasted longer. Maybe it'll be the older Stamaton that dies first. Or, well, they're twins. Never mind. I'm an idiot.
You had 12 days. Not so many, but enough. One more day has passed. The town shifts. Something stirs in the theater.
Nah, I don't want to go out in the rain. It's not very healthy.
Within you.
Let's go back to bed. I could get a chill. I don't even have a good cloak. I turned it into pockets. I have to admit I'm surprised. I thought they would have done something by now. We started on day 2, and we have not done a single event since day 2. And now we're about to hit day 6. If we still haven't done anything on day 6, how does the game react? The night will be uneventful. Interesting. I wonder... Yep, Peter died. Ooh, that doesn't look good. He barely survived.
You had 12 days.
Yes, yes,
Not
Father,
so
I know.
many, but enough. One more
This
day
is nicer.
passed.
But look at all these
The
rats in the
town
ground.
shifts.
Or mice.
Something stirs in the theater. Something stirs within you.
Hey, there's Clara. Let's see what she has to say. I've been kind of lazy. What you gonna tell me?
Rough as Dutch, safe to touch. Smooth as
Oh, okay,
iron,
this is just where she
leave
wants
it
me
alone.
to go help her Sabarov's people. And you're gonna tell me someone wants me? The younger Vlad? I don't know, I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. Let's just, let's sleep on it. We'll make a decision tomorrow. They say never make a decision without sleeping on it. I have to admit I'm surprised. I thought by now we'd have hit a wall or something. I guess the wall would have been that it just gets harder and harder to feed yourself without getting those doctor rewards. In which the answers reveal themselves if I'm not brave enough to pursue them. So, is something gonna happen? I mean, I guess, yeah, I think the survival aspects would have killed me by now for being lazy. With the sacrificial bowl, I missed a crucial hint. The future of your research is in fate's hand. That's new. The page is about to turn. All business you deem important needs to be finished before dawn. That feels backwards. It feels like it should be blue, then yellow, then black, which means that black would be death. Instead,
Time
I don't know.
flies faster and faster with each passing day. A day
Still
is
nobody
over
yelling at me.
and night falls.
Oh, you're coming to yell at me.
And in
I guess
that
the
brief night,
Inquisitor's coming soon.
something will be irretrievably
Somebody's gonna have to deal with
lost.
that. I'm glad it's not me. Something will be irretrievably lost tonight. Aha! Aha! Okay, I think we've hit a point where you get your comeuppance for not being diligent. This is not something that happened in the main story.
The plague bringer is here, walking around.
Are you sad that I went off to the friend of mine? Don't be. It all happened for a reason. I died so that I could tell you 3 things. I think you need to know them. Have you died? This place is very sad, but not too scary. Lonely, though, but that's fine. I used to be sad and lonely in life, too. It's not that big of a change. Forgive me. Listen to me, please. This is important. What if someone wakes you up now and we never meet again? Okay. The sandpest is closely connected to the earth. It's actually dangerous to touch her. And if she's cured, you might actually hurt the earth. Okay. Everyone thinks it's a calamity, like a hurricane or earthquake, that we're just unlucky. But it happened for a reason. The outbreak has a cause. Someone unleashed her on purpose. For what reason? I don't know. She won't tell. My friend doesn't talk to me much anymore now. and doesn't know anything. I thought she'd be more interesting. Will you listen to item 3? Of course, go on. Everyone thinks she kills whoever she touches. She loved that. But in truth, some people don't succumb. That makes her teeth grindingly angry. Who doesn't? I don't know, it's for you to find out. Could I have saved you? Just connect to people more. If you talked to me more often, I wouldn't be here. Your touch is different from hers. Yours are nice. You're a doctor after all. You know how to connect what is broken. Come on, turn that frown upside down. Just pay more attention to people in your care, especially Sticky. He's very devoted to you. Interesting. So that's what happens if you don't save Murky. There comes the Inquisitor. I'm feeling kind of bummed by that. I don't really want to do anything today. We'll see if I feel better tomorrow. Sorry, Murky. Our thirst has not gone up at all. I don't quite get it. I don't know. Maybe there's a mechanic there that I'm not aware of. I know we messed with the difficulty, but I thought that would have reduced it by half, not all the way. I wonder if it's related to hunger. Like you can't get more thirsty if your hunger's full. I don't know. It's weird. I'll have a chance to finish important business tonight or tomorrow. You see, you'd think that if he stayed in the yellow, he'd still be infected, not dead. I don't know.
Time waits no more. It isn't uniform. Each day is followed by a shorter night, and each
I remember this.
Well, of course it's about the skin. The skin
Can I get out of it?
connection. It's what you use to touch the...
No, it's all bad out here. Ah. What? What do you want? I'm responsible for everything that's happened here? I haven't done anything. I'm just sleeping. I don't like this. There'll be a line all the way to their office with or without me. Piss off. This place is terrible. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I just want to stay home. Damn it, Mom. Why are you making me go? Oh well. In a way, this is a little discouraging. I mean, I thought things would be more broken by now. We did all that work trying to give people prophylaxis and all that, and not many are getting the plague, even without that. And many of those who are surviving just fine day to day, even without treatment. I mean, Notkin, but still. Tomorrow, everything changes. It's unwise to put off important business. I really thought there'd be a non-standard game over by now. Interesting. She just died. She didn't get infected. She just died. Must have been because of all the dead crowding her. So that's 3 of the kids dead, of the list's kids.
You had 12 days.
Yeah, Dad. I know.
But enough. One more day has passed. The town shifts. Something stirs in the theater. Something stirs within you.
Well, now I'm curious what happens when we get to the end. I'm assuming we're gonna get the same ending where, like, you don't give the papers, and the polyhedron stays up, and everyone thanks you for sending us off into the next step of mankind or whatever that the Keens are all into, and they walk across the step to their deaths. There's the military. One of the things that surprises me is that I'm sure if I were just like out there walking around, I would be dead by now, you know? I wouldn't have been able to survive the survival aspects of the game. I wouldn't be able to keep eating. I wouldn't be able to get to deal with our infection and all that. But it seems if I just, if I stockpiled a ton of food and just slept all day. Wow, that was a great roll there. You could get to the very end of the game without actually that much trouble.
Time waits no more. It isn't uniform.
What do you want? You're taking them all. Oh, all the kids are gone by now. I'm not sure why he gets a roll and everyone else doesn't. They just got automatically infected. She's still in the termitary. We haven't done anything to get her out.
Each day is followed by a shorter night, and each night by a yet shorter day. The end is closer than you think.
That's what I kept on thinking, and I kept on acting as if that was true. And then before I knew it, the episode was 3 hours long. And we still hadn't finished. You're bad, aren't you?
Come over here.
Oh, that's not good.
Calm down.
take out your brains. Nope, I'm not. Never mind. Sorry, I don't know what got into me. So, when you kill those guys, you get a slight improvement in your standing. And then if you autopsy them, you lose a little bit of standing. I wonder if there's a break even. Like, it's okay to take out the kidneys, but nothing else. Maybe. Someone's gonna need to figure out the numbers that these bars represent. And then track them through various things. Actually know how good various food items are. This is it. The trap is shut. Finish all your business before morning. They shut down the fund. They shut down the hospital. No one's left to save. I'm pretty sure that's the same number we saw last time. 13,000 something. Overall dead. They all lived. All the kids. Oh, no, Khan didn't live.
Time flies faster and faster with each passing day.
You still there, man? Yeah, you're still there.
Day is over and night falls. And in that brief night, something will be irretrievably lost.
You say this, but I'm not sure how to take it. I'm not looking for a courier. What are you talking about? I must see her immediately, such is my line. You know, when you interpret it that way, when you think of, like, Immortal is trying to throw a play, the whole follow your line thing becomes quite different. It's like take your cue, rather than knowing the connections between things. Well, my apologies, everyone, for watching this number go up 11 times. In which the lights die out. Oh, it's different. Late is the achievement. Be late to the ending of your own story. The following is certification of confirmation. This is to confirm that you, here present, decline the terms offered to you, and in order to alleviate your predicament, refuse the task incumbent upon you, based upon the number of encounters with death. What? In reciprocity for said alleviation, you, here present, agreed to waive an important future event in which you might be termed your destiny, the nature of said event being unknown to you, confirmed by the present document as well as your facial expression. And this is that event? And now this event has come to pass. The game is over for you at this point. Tomorrow has been cancelled, as have all subsequent days. That's kind of harsh. Can I go? Exactly so. The decision is final and without appeal. A deal is a deal. It's only fair. You're afraid of death, then? Yep. You are. Everybody is. No fan of the Reaper, are you? Nope. Wanted to cheat. I didn't cheat. I just took the path of least resistance. You turned down a good thing. You shouldn't have. So remain yourself now, as punishment. What good thing? That's the problem. You're past explaining. Your insides are full up. No more room to stuff in this knowledge. Don't take it personally. I'm not trying to be mean. I just can't tell you. It's impossible. That's all right. What are you doing here?
My path was called the Angel of Death. I'm not sure myself why I was in the caravan. Forgive me, please. I promise I'll be good.
I never liked you much. I don't think you died in our story. I guess everyone died in our story.
My path was called the Burden of the Living. I just wanted to care for those leaving us behind.
Let's go up first.
My path was called the Warden. With the fruits of my sacrilege, I sated the town.
I still have no idea what you did. Somebody tell me what Reuben was up to. What are you doing? And look at that outfit. Like, how is that not falling off your boobs right now?
My path was once called Goldilocks, but then I wanted to offer my soul to the cathedral, so that it would hold something truly immortal.
And where's your other sock? You can't walk around with one sock on. That's just wrong. I'm sorry, Murky.
And my path was called Feed the Doll. I also wanted to be with Mom.
Oh,
and
I'm
Dad.
sorry. Oh, I feel really bad for Murky.
My path was called the High Day. If not for the plague, I'd have seized power from the adults and instituted a dictatorship of the juveniles. But Capella had a better idea.
I already know Notkin. Interesting. I wonder if could I go out there? No, I can't. He was the path of the half-souls or whatever.
My path was called the Mistress. I tried to anchor the memory of my unearthly wife here in this town.
Interesting.
My path was not called the Spider. No, think wider. It was the silkworm. At the end of a railroad, I pulled strings firm. Unawares, someone more cunning pulled mine upstairs.
My path was called necrology. Few can survive the trial of death. I did everything I could so that a handful might pass the test.
My path was called a home for the living. Kindness guided me, but I could have never known I was to meet my father's murderer.
Now there's an entire quest that I completely missed also. There was a whole thing where she wanted a barrel, and then it just kind of ended at the end of the day. I guess it would have continued if we... Oh well.
My path was called the restoration of power. I wanted to return strength and dignity to our country. I could have become the ruler were it not for the plague.
My path was called the Rat Prophet. I didn't know that it was he who whispered to me in dreams. Until the very end, I believed it was the Earth.
And I would say your path was not built out very well. It wouldn't surprise me if, when they release more storylines, the Sabarovs, both of them, have an expansion of their role.
My path was called the Return
Yours too.
of Magic. I wanted the power to create a place of miracles and precious anarchy.
There were some people in this game that, like, they had a lot of stuff going, and then a few that had almost no lines at all. Where's Olgimsky? The elder Olgimsky. He doesn't seem to be here. Maybe he's behind? No?
The soul's mechanics mirror the body's.
Totem revolutum. Totem revolutum. No, damn it. Revolutum. Totem revolutum. What's wrong with you, Emshin? Hush, you'll destroy my focus. Scientia potentia est. Scientia. Enunciate that ski more crisply. Scientia. I don't like you, changeling. One's as bad as the other, and the other, and the other. One thinks he's a head above the rest, but loses heart. The other's light on his feet, but turns a blind eye to everything that matters. And none of you can save everyone. Play it as you like. I'll be the one who cleans up your mess after all. Anyway. Words, words, words. Okay.
It wasn't me, I swear. Everyone's against me, but I'm guiltless.
I'm the only one alive in this town.
What do you call such a man? A slave. You call him a slave.
She's got some damn good luck. I think our gun just won't fire. Oh well.
Weird that you're
Okay,
still
tell me
alive.
about how this will end.
We're all strong enough to support
You're
one
late.
another's misfortune.
What, did the play start already? On the contrary, the play is over. And yet again, it's over because you failed. What's wrong this time? You were late! You didn't make it in time, do you understand? A theater is all about being on time, to the minute. Being late is unforgivable. One person is late and everything is ruined. You've let everybody down. Everybody! I don't even know how I'm supposed to go on working with you. It will never come to anything this way. Anything whatsoever. I don't know what you want from me, man. I'm forced to cancel the rehearsal. You're free to go. Is this another one of your techniques? No, I'm done with techniques. I'm letting you go. You're fired. What now? Now? Now I'm going to work with someone else, obviously. I'm not interested in you anymore. Not interested in you as a character. You understand? A character. Not a human. You're simply too dense. That's regrettable. I am what I am. Go through that door. No, not the main entrance. The small one to the right of you. Into the storeroom. Get changed there, then go back where you came from. You'll settle your account behind the same door. The town is off limits to you. What about tomorrow? It's not coming, nor will there be any other solutions. It's the price you must pay for your cowardice. I like it. Will it really not let me go? No, it won't let me go. It's still weird that there's no Ogimsky here. I would have thought he'd be near the sun, who was right here, right? No, that's Reuben. Where was he? It's Grace. Con. I don't know, but he's not here. Oh, not this way either? Where do I go?
Light feet and heavy heart, huh? It should be the other way around.
Here? No. Here. There we go. Amen. There, I've reaped my harvest. Off we go, the two of us, into the wider world. We're inseparable now, my fellow traveler. Where are we going? How are we suddenly inseparable? Wherever you are, there I am. That's how it's going to be now. Back in town, you could have shaken me off. You had a chance. A once-in-a-lifetime chance. But you didn't. Wise choice. Now you're gonna have to put up with me until the end. And not just you. Like I said, there in the great expanse, the harvest will be more plentiful. So I'm the reason you're going back into the world? Is he the sand pest? What? You bet. I thought you were death. Like, actual death. Anyway. Well, now that we're inseparable, I'm gonna hold you tight so you don't escape. No, I don't believe you. You're lying. I'm never gonna believe you. That's what I was talking about. Of course there'll be work for you. For me, collecting my dues. For you, holding me back if you so decide. You are a doctor, after all. A notorious lover of people. So we'll both have jobs to do. Forever. Where we're returning to, it won't be fun and games anymore, I'm telling you. It's real life. I'm sick of your chatter. Since we're stuck together, you might as well shut up for a while, you leech. And that's it. That's a great ending. I like it. Okay. Well, I think that's enough of this game for now. When there's more storylines to follow, I am definitely gonna play through them. I'd love to do a Dan Kosku playthrough. I would love to do a Clara playthrough. Until then, thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking with it. Especially this last episode where I was kind of just playing around a bit. Please, if you liked this, watch The Void. I have a full playthrough of that game. It's by the same people that made this game. It's just as trippy. And it's a very fun game. Watch it. Play it. Thank you everyone for watching. Until next time.